to do. So that's what it is. Just like we take the name Almighty God, let's say in the Jewish term, you know that we have one of the God called Elohim, and even in the Elohim we have Beni Elohim, and we have other names of the Elohim, and also Jehovah. We have a name for Jehovah as a name, and then within the 77 holy names of what do you call it? 72 holy names in the Shema Hamforash. There are 72 different gods. Jesus, or Jesus, as it's called in the Spanish, is only one single one among them. Jehovah also is only one single one among them. They have so many other gods, about 72 different gods that form Godhead. 36 of them works at day and 36 works at night. So this 36 daytime, 36 nighttime, each one is working according to their hour, the minute, and everything. So the same thing is Hebiaso. They have so many things in it, but the total name for it is called Eso or Hebiaso. Yeah. So it has so many works that it does. The ones that we have here is not only for catching thieves, but it is also for protecting the house and stopping evil and negative things from happening in the house. And so many, it does many things. Yeah. Thank you very much, public relation, for that. And then public relation, I hope your family is doing well. Yes. I've been very busy for the past 3 weeks, and I'm quite tired. But I just wanted to show my face today because I haven't been here for a long time, and many people may be wondering whether we are still continuing this live streaming. But we are. Thank you very much for joining. And then public relation went on to say, may the ancestors bless you, and bless you too, Doji. Anytime that you have chance to come back to Ghana, please make sure you visit. I hope everything is fine with you and your family. Thank you very much. And then we have a smart kid, Graham there, Kojo there, joining the section. And then Kojo, how are you? It's been a while. I haven't spoken with you, neither on WhatsApp or on anything. So I have been very busy. One of your cousin sisters died, and I have to bury her, and I have to do a whole lot of things. So that's why I've been busy. I'm sure Mauli and Seiram or other people, or maybe Sena, might have told you about it. I don't know. But yeah, so we just buried her yesterday. Thank you for joining today's section. And then we have a Root Money, 2021, saying the King. Hello, Ruth. How are you? How have you been? I hope things are going on well with you. I received your message on WhatsApp and how things are going on in the house. I'm happy for you. Thank God that things are taking shape. You take good care of yourself, and when we come home, we will meet you. Thank you very much. And then we have Elvis here. Say good evening, Father. Hello, Elvis. How are you? Thank you. How are you and the family? I hope everything is fine. Thank you. My regards to the whole family. Is it 6 o'clock? Okay, when it's 6 o'clock, we'll close because I'm tired. Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, Deus Caritas S. May I ask a question about Vosa? Yes, go ahead and ask a question about Vosa. And then we have Zoe Griffins here saying greetings. Hello, Zoe. How are you? Thank you very much for joining the section. I hope you and your loved ones are good. Thank you very much. And then we have Deus Caritas say, how long before I should ask Afa if any changes need to be added to the vosa? It depends on the vosa that is done for you. There are certain people, when you do a vosa for them, within a very short time, they see results. Some people, even a day or two, something start happening. But for some reason, which is unknown to me, but maybe known to only the spirits, it takes them so long before the vosa that is done for them actually shows that shows the changes that should happen. For this, myself as a priest cannot tell why sometimes these things happen. But if I am going to use my experience as a Hindu monk over the years, maybe the actions that you had created, or the people that we did the Vosa for, the actions that they had created, the reactions of their actions that they had created may be blocking whatever good thing that wants to come to them. Because every action that you take has got an equal and opposite reaction. A lot of people did some things that were not supposed to be done. They thought that it doesn't matter. It is not important. So they did these things. And then later, as they grow up in life, they expect the spirit world to forget all the actions that they took, and that when they ask oracle for a reading, and the reading is done, and then the rituals are done, or vosa is done, it must come up very quickly. But from my own personal experience, if you have created a lot of actions that are negative, sometimes the reactions will also be there for you to pay. And I think that's what people call karma. So it depends on the way you lived your life. There are some people who are so pure in heart and very innocent people. Such people, when they do things, within a day or two, they start to see result. But a lot of people are very, very negative. I don't want to say they are evil. They are very negative in the actions that they took in the past. And then when things become more difficult for them, they approach Afar or Voodoo or anything to find a way out. And then when you do the reading for them, sometimes they even would deny what the oracle had seen for them. They will tell you, no, 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 it's not so. This is not that. This is not that. Until you start to break it down for them, line by line, what the oracle was saying. Then they realize that, oh, what the oracle was saying was actually what is happening in their life. For such people, because they have this nature of denial, to deny their own actions that they have taken, even if Oracle has seen it or Afa has seen it. For such people, sometimes it takes a long time for their vosa to bring changes. That's what I have noticed from my own experience. Because even if you yourself, you know that they say, oh, you have done this thing and it is not good. Instead of owning up and say, oh, yes, I did it. And what should I do? What can I do to counter it or to nullify what I have done? And the person is even denying the actions that they have taken because they thought that you were not there, so you couldn't see it. But we are very long in this field, and we can see far and deep. Whether you are hiding it or you are not hiding it, we can see it. Whether you said it or spoke about it on your consultation money or not, we can still find it out. So when we ask people, they should openly say. Otherwise, when readings are done for you and rituals are done, sometimes your own nature will be blocking the progress of your vosa. That's what I can say, Dale. So I can't tell how long a Vosa is supposed to take. Because I myself, I also do Vosa for me. When things are not going on well, I do reading for myself. I ask my children to do the reading, and then I buy the items, and then I let my children do the Vosa for me. But for me personally, when I do rituals or Vosa, within days, things start changing, and I can see that, oh, the Vosa that I did is bringing these changes. But there are also some people, even if changes are coming, until they see the last big change they wanted, to them, no change has happened. And the spirit world will be saying you are an ungrateful person. And they will take their time to work for you because you don't seem to even appreciate the little things that come your way. Thank you very much, Deus Caritas. I'm very grateful for that question. I think we are all learning. And then go up, move it up. No, I have already answered. Zoe said this. Now we are on. Then we are on constant scalar Anigba. Hello, Togbe Anigba. Hey, how are you? Leke, Mifwa. Me awele dodgy. Constant scalar Anigba said, is it prudent for one to consult before inheriting or accepting joker left by family member? Everything in life, it is good to consult before taking a step or making a move. Even if you want to travel for a distance away from your home, it will be advisable for you to ask, to consult, to find out if your trip is going to be successful, safe, for you to go and come back. If it is not, then whatever the oracle will advise you to do before you make a move, you follow it, and then you become successful. That's why in Afa, we call something do fue. Do fue. Do means is to sleep, another do to sleep. Do agbe means sleep and wake up in life. Do fue is when you wake up, you will check your Afa to know what the day is for you, what things you should do and the things you should avoid. So people who have Afa and who are regular and constant people, a lot of them do that early morning, even before getting out of their rooms. I used to do those when in the early days when I got far. Before I will get out of my room, I woke up at dawn to find out what my day would be before even going to take my. After taking my shower, that's the first thing I do. But these days, I'm quite lazy and I don't do those things. But once in a while, I do and find out. So it is important that everything you want to do, whether it's somebody left even a japadie or property or inheritance for you, whether it is joker or even money, if not because of greed, a lot of people would even ask whether they should accept this or they shouldn't accept. But because of greed, if it comes to money, we want it, even if it is going to kill us tomorrow, at least we will get it today. Yeah, so that's what is happening. But Scalar, it is very, very important to find out what kind of joker that one is before inheriting it. And if the joker needs anything to be done before it can really work for you, you will know through consultation. Thank you very much for that beautiful question. And we are having a job popo, Stefan Debbie Mensa. I say, why can't traditionalists use their magic occult power demonstrated at Asante Queen Mother's funeral to invent technology to develop Ghana? Ajo Popo Stefan Debbie Mensa. I think I don't want to talk very much about the things you saw at Asante Hima's funeral, because there were so many things that had happened there, and I may make a comment on it, and some people may disagree and may not find my comment very palatable. One, I was not among them. Two, I don't know what they were doing. And three, it is not my place to tell people to use their occult powers to develop technology or not to invent technology at all. But one thing I know is that a lot of things people see as spiritual power are just illusions and magical tricks. I finished my comment there. I will not talk very much. Then Deus Caritas says, oh, I mean, if it is taking longer than expected to pay for the initial VOSA, should I get a second reading to see if the first movie coffee, to see if the first VOSA is still okay? Yes, you can. You can always do a follow-up reading. Maybe if they do a reading for you and the VOSA is done, maybe after 60 days to 90 days, if you don't see any changes at all, yes, you have the right to do a follow-up reading or consultation to see what is going on. But at least let it be up to 90 days. And if you don't see any result at all, you can always do a follow-up reading to find out what is delaying the VOSA. Thank you very much.
Click on the ReVodution at the top. Yes. No, not this one. Go back. Just click on click on the ReVodution star. Yeah. That's the one of the live. Yeah.
Let me see the question there. Okay, there I have a Kafri Foley. I said the great one. Hello, Kafri. How have you been? I hope you are fine. Thank you very much for joining the section. And then Kafri again, thank you, Papa, for all the great teachings. I'm very grateful, Kafri. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. How is Doji? I hope he is fine. And my regards to him. Thank you very much. Kafri is one of my spiritual friends' son. Myself and the father, we were learning spirituality back in the 80s in Nigeria. I was learning from a son of Doctor Who, where I was learning what do you call it, entertainment magic, and his father, Kosi Foley, was learning how to master Kabbalah. So we were also planning to work together when we come back to Ghana in the future. But unfortunately, I left for outside of Africa, and his father later established a laboratory and was preparing a lot of herbal medicines that were even sold in the chemists or in the pharmacies. Yeah. So Kafri is like my own son. Myself and the father, we've known each other since 1980s. Before, unfortunately, the father passed away after some time. So thank you very much, Kafri. So Kafri is asking a question, Papa, please. Someone needs to change his life, but talking of money to proceed all the rituals, how can you help? If somebody wants to change their life, as I said earlier, person need to do consultation. And when you do the consultation, that also you need to pay some money for the consultation. As I said, 500 Ghana cedis plus 2 bottles of Bombay Sapphire dry gin, 1 liter bottle size, 2 bottles. And after the consultation, we don't know what the oracle will tell because we don't know. We are not spirits. We are human beings just like any other person. The only thing that is different between ourselves and other people is that we have learned how to decode the language of the spirits. So when a reading is done, we can decode what the spirit world is saying about the person who has come for the reading. And also we are trained in such a way that we can again interact with the spirit world on behalf of the person who has done the reading to do the necessary vosa for the person so that the spirit world will lift the challenges that is on the person's way or on top of the person. So this is the only difference. Apart from that, we are just as human as anybody else. So what we can do is when the person does the reading, we will, if the person buy the items for us, we are here to do the vosa on on behalf of the person. If the person can buy all the items and bring, yes, but I cannot do a reading for a person and then, unfortunately, I cannot use my money to go and buy items to go and do a sacrifice or do a ritual or vosa for the person. That is totally out. Because why should I do that? Thank you very much, Kafi. Okay, so we have public relations here saying that myself saying Togbi Goli be Mau, and then people were healing around me. Okay, it's up to whatever it is. If you, I don't think so, but if it is so, then you are lucky. I was calling God, God of Togbi Goli. Yes, that's what, if you are calling the God of your ancestors, which is Togbi Goli, all of us, we have the gods of our ancestors. That's why we say the gods of our ancestors. Whichever or whoever that God is, to each family is different from another family. If you go into the Bible, which is a very common book that a lot of people use, even in the Bible, they say they call upon the God of Jacob, God of Isaac, God of so, God of that. The people who are calling upon these gods, David, Solomon, and all the other people were their ancestors. So they were calling on the gods of their ancestors. Whether it worked for them or not, I wasn't there, so I cannot tell. But I believe very strongly that when I call upon the gods of my ancestors, in my case, Tobegeje, which is our ancestral stool, and I call the names of my ancestors and pour libation to them, I get answers and I get solutions, or I get directions on what to do to find solution. So in this case, yes, if you're a god of your ancestors or Tawingoli, when you pour libation to it and you see changes, then why stop? You have to continue. But then not knowing, like me, who is here, I don't know Tobugoli, and I'm not from the ancestral line of Tobugoli. So if I'm praying and I have not gone to be initiated into at the shrine of Tobugoli, and I am praying here and calling Tobugoli doesn't know me, because me too, I don't know him. So I cannot expect Tobugoli to come and solve my problem because I don't know him, and he too, he does not know me. And this is my argument each time people are calling about God of Israel. The Israel people themselves, who are having the God that we here are calling upon, are good people. And they call upon their ancestors, and their ancestors come to defend them. So if I am not from their country and I am calling on their God, and maybe, unfortunately, their God doesn't know me, because me too, I don't know their God. So how will that God come and save me when I'm in danger? Has he forgotten saving his own children before leaving his children and come and save me? No. So this is where my argument always comes. Call upon the God of your ancestors and they will hear you. Thank you very much, public relation. And then public relation again, and healing people who could not walk. I wonder how people do that. That you call on your God of your ancestors and you heal people who could not walk. Okay, we have been seeing it happening, but for me as a magician and illusionist, I don't believe in everything that I see. Because sometimes seeing is not always believing. Thank you very much, Toby Goli, for that very beautiful questions. And then we have a sunshine there. It's a good evening, Papa, and everyone at AMT. Hello, how are you? Sedem, hope you are fine. Yeah, it's been a while. How is life treating you? I pray and hope that things are going on well in your life. I'm grateful that you joined today's section. And then we have a meditate, sleep, relax, Obi music. He said, thank you. Now I get that each voodoo has its order. Curious about my last week's question. I heard the Akonedi shrine was hijacked. Are you not afraid that Legba can be hijacked since outside yard? No, Legba cannot be hijacked. It's never possible. A real voodoo cannot be hijacked because it's a spirit. It cannot be hijacked. How can it be hijacked? It's not possible. Spirits are not limited by space, place, or person. They can be anywhere at any time. Apart from the Legba shrine at the gate, I can call Legba anywhere in the world because I've been initiated into Legba already. And the Legba's energy and connection is inside of me. So wherever I may be, when I call on Legba, Legba will respond to me. The gate is just a figurative representation of Togbe Legba, or people call it Baba Legba, people say Papa Legba, whatever you call it, it is a Legbara. So by praying to Legba, because I've been initiated into it, it's not just something that I just put there. I was initiated into it through a special process, and that process cannot be taken out of me. So nobody can hijack Legba. And no matter whatever you come and throw on Legba or thinking that you may make it powerless, no, you can't. It's not going to happen. We know what we are dealing with and we know what we are working with. Legba is always at the outside of a house. So no one can actually hijack it. If they have hijacked a Konedi shrine, then there is something that people are not telling you. Yeah. Thank you very much. Meditate, sleep, relax, OB music. Thank you very much. And then Sunshine is saying, in Voodoo, is it common practice to keep things in your bedroom to keep the space purified? If so, what type of things are used? You don't need anything in your room to keep the place purified. Your purification comes from your heart. If your heart is clean and you are doing Voodoo, you are fine. The little thing that you need is just cleanse yourself. You will be surprised that when you go to certain Voodoo shrines, the things that are in the room, they look like garbage. Yes, but the Voodoos there are working. So it is not a question of that keeping certain things in your room that will make the Voodoos to be powerful or less powerful. No. Voodoo is more like something inside you. It's not a religion, like I was just answering, meditate, sleep, relax, obi music. The Voodoo, when you are initiated into a Voodoo, it comes inside of you. That's what we call initiation, when you are introduced. It's not like a religion whereby you just believe for believing's sake. Voodoo does not need belief. Voodoo is beyond belief. It's not a thing that you say, oh, I believe. No, Voodoo is practical. You have to experience it. It is not a belief system where you just have to believe because you were told. You must experience it. And when you experience it, then you know it is real. So you don't need any special things to keep in your room to make the Voodoo to become more powerful. However, as you grow up in Voodoo or in the spiritual way, there are certain elements you may need to put beside your Voodoo in order to boost its power so that when you call upon them, they will be active. Yes, but those things come later in life when you are grown in spirit. So The things that you have been initiated into are within you. So you can call them anywhere at any time, and they are supposed to work for you if they are real voodoos. Thank you very much. Eh? Natural no. You may call them. You may call capital. Yeah. So sunshine, that's what it is. So you don't need anything to keep in your room. I may say that if you want something, then maybe you like an incense, and that creates a good aroma in the room, good smell in the room, which also calms your own mind down. Not only for the voodoo, because voodoo is a mental thing where your mind, a strong mind, can navigate the voodoo spirit world than a weaker mind. That's why it is not based on belief. It's not based on faith. Our tradition is not based on faith, and it is not based on belief. It is based on practicality, experiment, and experience. That's what it is. So whether you believe or you don't believe, if it is going to work, it will work. So it's not like, oh, I don't believe it, so it won't happen. Those people who do not believe voodoo or joka or anything, if you say you don't believe, let them send it to you and see whether you believe or you don't believe, whether it will fix you or it will not fix you. Yeah. So that's what it is. So you don't need anything to be put in your room in order paintings or anything to make your voodoo or voodoos to work with you. The voodoo is inside of you. So you should be able to call it anytime, and it should be able to respond if it is a real voodoo. Thank you. Then Sunshine went on, everything is good. Papa, I am so grateful to you. Okay, for the question I asked, how are things going on? Thank you very much, Sedem. I'm grateful. And then Sunshine said, I asked this question because having bad dreams has traumatized me. So when I have a dream that makes me slightly uncomfortable, I can feel that energy in my room until I ask Tomei Jopata to clear it. Okay, so I'll teach one thing today. Whenever you have a bad dream or a traumatized dream or a nightmare, when you wake up, the first thing you do, go to your toilet bowl, your water closet, speak the dreams, the parts that you can remember, and then also the parts that you cannot remember. Just say that you cannot remember all. But whatever you can remember, speak it to the toilet bowl, urinate on it, or if you like, you can even poo-poo on it again. Then say that, toilet, you are the one who takes away all our bad things. This dream, I don't know what it means. If it is a bad dream, please take it away. Don't let it happen in this physical world. But then, if the dream is a good dream, then let it come like a fresh air to cool my body down. Let it fall down like a rain so I can benefit from it. Then you flush the toilet and let it go. You will feel better. And of course, Tobe Jopata, as a deity or a spirit into which you have been initiated, is inside of you. So whatever frightens you, you should tell it. Tell him what frightens you, and he will fix it so that you will feel better. I'm very happy that you have been initiated into Tobe Jopata. Thank you very much, Sunshine. Okay, so we have a Nana Apentin the second. Can someone do the consultation without his or her present? Yes, Nana Apentin, we can do consultation without your physical present. And then we have 3-star Albert Blibo. Say, Papa, good evening. Please, do you enroll students for learning the traditional knowledge? Yes, we do teach the traditional knowledge, but it's not like an enrollment as such. It is, we give you, you come and we do a consultation for you or a reading for you. And then when we do the rituals for you, whatever the consultation says we should do, we will do them. And when we do them for you and you request to be initiated into any voodoo or any entity for that matter, from there you start learning about our traditional knowledge, because you need a spirit guidance to be able to navigate this path, because there are so many different types of spirit, negative, positive spirits, and each one can influence you very easily. But if you don't have a spirit guide who can protect you and defend you from negative spirits or spirits that may come in a negative way, you will have difficulty navigating this path. Some may come in the form of a dream, just like what Sunshine was saying, and frighten you, create nightmares. But you need a spirit guide that is real, upon whom, when you call, will respond and try to correct the negative things, that are happening to you. So when you get initiated into a particular deity, then that deity or that voodoo or that spirit must be protecting and guiding you as you go on this path. So that is how we go about our students. For all the students I have around the world, most of them have taken initiation into one or another spirit, and they can communicate with that spirit at will. And whenever there are challenges on their spiritual path, they call upon that entity to come and guide them and fix things so that they can overcome their challenges. Thank you very much, Blibo. I'm grateful. And then Constant Scalar Anigba, my cousin there, he said, respectfully, Papa, I think it is time for a memoir to be credited to your name about African spirituality. Scalar, thank you very much. I'm grateful. It will come. It will come. It will definitely come. It will definitely come. Okay, Sunshine is saying thank you, and thank you very much, Sedem. I'm grateful. I hope everything is fine. And then we are on ReVodution, is it? We are on ReVodution Voodoo education, and we have we have gone through all those already. Go down. Clara had we said thank you, Daddy, and then Smart Kid, and then wrote money, and then Elvis. Then we have Sean Osita. He said, I want to join, please. Hello, Sean. The problem with African Magic Temple is that we don't have an organization that anybody will join. Everybody who is part of this weekly program is already a member of the family. But we don't have any special membership whereby they will say, okay, you are a member of African Magic Temple. However, when you come for a reading and rituals are done for you, or vosa, as we call it in our language, because the word ritual is not very clear when we come to our language, but we call it vosa. When a vosa is done for you, automatically you become part of the family, and you can always call to ask questions. You can always come to seek help wherever and whenever it is needed. So we don't have a membership. And when you are initiated into any voodoo in our shrine, then because the voodoo, you were initiated into it from this place, you are automatically part of the shrine. That's what we do. But we don't have it because it's, what do you call it? African Magic Temple is not a cult, it's not a lodge, and it's not a fraternity. It is just that we are here teaching and throwing light on our ancestral traditional spirituality. And everyone is welcome to learn. We are not a cult. We are not a fraternity, and we are not a lodge. We are just teaching people about our tradition. Thank you very much, Sean Osita. And then a user with so many grand blessings, Papa Christopher and family. Thank you very much. And who that person may be, I don't know, because I hear today we are not having the television screen. We are projecting it, so it's quite far from me. I don't know. I know it's 48 something something, and then ending with 370. Thank you very much for joining. Then we have Inner Light. I've heard people saying I am above Ifa. I heard people saying I am above Ifa. Can someone knows beyond Afa? I don't know. I have never claimed in any of my teachings that I am above Ifa. Bottle water I'm afraid of. So I don't know. The person who claims to be above Afa or Ifa, please you should ask them how are they above Afa or Ifa. There is high possibility that they don't even know what Afa or Ifa is. So they can claim to be above it. So I don't know. But for me, I have never ever said anywhere that I am above Ifa. So, or Afa. Which whoever said so, maybe this question should be directed towards that person. And maybe they may be above. I don't know them and they don't know me. I'm not speaking for them. I speak for myself and the things that I work with. And then we have a Bulgar Jay-Z. Say, please, your location. Bulgar Jay-Z, thank you very much. We are in Accra, Ghana, on the Spinters Road. If you type our name into Google, you'll know where we are. Thank you very much. And then Inner Light said, in Ghana, the Afa society is 4. Are the initiations the same, like Polifa, Jisa, Gogo, and Anago? Inner Light, I don't know whether the initiations are the same. As you yourself, you have mentioned that there are 4. Not many people have been initiated into all the 4, whereby they will know that the initiations are the same. People who have been initiated into Jisa will know how Jisa initiation is. People who have been initiated into Polifa, they will know how Polifa initiation is. And people who have been initiated into Gogo Afa will know how Gogo Fa initiation is. And people who have been initiated into Anagofa will know how Anagofa initiation is. So I cannot tell from here that all the initiation are the same, because not everybody is initiated into all the 4. Unless, of course, the person who is initiated into all the 4 will tell you that, yes, they are all the same. No, they are not all the same. So please, you can find out whoever is initiated into all the 4. The person will be able to tell you that the initiation into Afa, all the 4 branches are the same. But I don't know. Then we have Bokor, Inner Light, read our comments small. Oh, I am taking comments according to the line. I'm not just jumping any comment. We have to take some from here. We need to go to other platforms and take other comments. So please, we will read them all before the listing will be over, because that's how we do it. We cannot concentrate on only one side. So when we do here small, we move to another platform and move. No, we are dealing with 3 different platforms: YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. Is that not it? And Clubhouse. So we are dealing with all these different faces So we have to take them accordingly. So it's not like we are not reading your comments. Then we have Bokor Chibuzo in Nigeria, Lagos, saying, "Good evening, Papa. Hello, Bokor. How are you? Thank you very, very, very much for joining. I hope you and your family, your loved ones are fine. And this is my first physical life when I'm here. I want to congratulate you and your wife on your marriage anniversary. May the Almighty God, your ancestors, and Afa, and the Vodus that you work with continue to bless both of you and your children. Thank you very much, Bokor Chubizo. Yeah, and then Inner Light said, please read our comments more. Okay, I have just read your comments, so please, I hope you are fine. And then we have Kofi Bright say, good evening. Hello, Amewu. Thank you very much for joining today's section. Thank you all very much also for yesterday, for the funeral of your junior sister, and all that you people have gone through to make it possible. I thank you all very much for the sacrifice, the times you wasted, sleepless nights, and the 2 weeks that you had stayed here for us to all to fix everything before going home. I'm grateful. Extend my regards to yourself, your sister, your brothers, your cousins, and other people, all the people from Abate and Chome, Sabadu, Aniji, and all the people who came, and from Bando, all those people. And the most greatest thank goes to your uncle Emmanuel Akasi for being there to actually, this thing is being there to make sure everything went through very successfully. Yeah, sometimes when people are under pressure, a lot of things can happen or be said. And when we meet again, we will talk about whatever had taken place until your sister was buried. Thank you very much. And then we are going to Inner Light. Please, why the difference in alphabet in Nigeria is not the same? I'm very sorry, I don't know. I know about Ghana. I don't know how many alphas are in Nigeria. So maybe you ask Nigerians why they don't have many different alpha. In Ghana here, I know they have 4 or 5 different branches. However, all these things were learned from Nigerians before coming to Ghana or coming to Ewe land. So I don't know why there are differences in Ghana, and I don't know why there are no differences in Nigeria. I'm not the father of Afa. I also came to learn it, and I'm learning it. I cannot learn it all. I'm just still learning it. So thank you very much, Inner Light. And then I have Bokor Chibuzo. I say, thanks, Papa. I appreciate you and all AMT. Thank you very much, Bokor. And Bokor Chibuzo went on to say, Papa, is there anything a Jokbata initiate can do to provoke the spirit to stop working for him? I don't think there is anything that you do that will provoke the spirit to stop working with you. But you should know that when you are initiated into Jokbata, you should not plan evil for anyone. Because if you plan or you continue planning evil for people, Jokbata itself will kill you. So there will be no time for you to say you have provoked it or anything. He himself is the one who will remove you from being alive, because he will not want you to be calling his name and do evil. So just avoid and don't plan evil for anybody, because the Jokbata spirit, the deity, is enough to protect you from people who will attack you. So that's all that I know about him. I've been working with him for long, and I don't plan evil for people. And I believe that when I was initiating you, or all the people I initiated, I told them that don't ever plan evil for anyone. Thank you, Bokor Chibuzo. And then Bokor Chibuzo says, thanks. What is it again? I think that's it. And then Inalite says, I have seen Nigerian using one gumaga for reading, but 2 sets are being used in Ghana. Mr. Inalite, even in Ghana, people use 3 sets. Some Bokors, they use 3 sets, not only 2. And in Nigeria, I don't know why they use 1, but I believe they also use 2. But if you have seen them using 1, ask them why are they using 1. Here in Ghana, we use 1, we use 2, and we use 3. Then Eden said, okay, please, do you speak Twi? Because I have platforms I do interview in Twi. I'm not an Akan, I am a Igbe man. I speak Ewe. I don't speak Twi. Okay? And then Inan Light said, I would like to interview you on my YouTube, but I only do mine in Twi. I don't speak Twi, so please don't come and interview me because I won't be able to speak to you in Twi. And then Bokochi, thanks for clarification. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's see if we have a... I think Sunshine said, Papa, why are you no longer taking Beefeater dry gin for consultation? Very interesting question. Yes, I am no more taking Beefeater dry gin for consultation because the Beefeater is being adulterated and you cannot see what is a real Beefeater or the one that was made in Nongwa. You cannot tell the one that is made in the bathroom and the one that has been imported. So for this reason, I changed to taking Bombay Sapphire Dry Gin. In reality, Bombay Sapphire Dry Gin and Gilbase was the drink that I used to take in the past when I was in Japan and in Asia. I only accept Gilbase Gin and Bombay Sapphire. But when we came to Ghana, those ones were not common in those days. So we started with what do you call it? No. This square one that is produced by Gihok. You remember the name? I know. Castle Bridge. Yes. So we were taking Castle Bridge in the early days, in the late 90s, or mid 90s and late 90s to 2000. And then the Castle Bridge, because a lot of people were buying it, people started adulterating it, and it was no more coming from the Gihok distilleries. So we changed to taking this yellow one, Stratons. So we were taking Stratons for a while, and then people started adulterating the Stratons, and then the Straton companies tried to change the bottle, and after some time, people again copied it, and a lot of people from India were making the tops, and they get old bottles, clean them, and then they cap it by pouring drinks in. So as time went by, things are changing. So we too, we are changing. The Beefeater is not like how it used to be. Even sometimes in very good shops that you trust them that they will not sell adulterated ones, they will prefer buying those cheaper ones made at homes and come and sell it at the same price that the imported ones are sold. So for this region, because Bombay Sapphire is not very much well known. So it will take time before people will start copying them. That's why we are using them. We are accepting Bombay Sapphire this time. I give the best of drinks that I will drink to my spirits, because I look at my spirits as myself, an extension of me, and they being me being their extension. So what is good for me is what I give them. I don't give them an animal that is dying. I don't kill an animal that is sick, an animal that is hurt, an animal that is not strong. I don't give to my spirits. I give them animals that are strong, and I give them good drinks. So this is the reason, sunshine. Thank you for that question. And then we have my brother Bolaji Ali in the UK. Say good day, Papa. Sunday greetings to you and the entire MT family. Hello, Bolaji. How are you? How have you been? Baoni, I hope you're fine. I hope everything is fine with you. Thank you very much for joining the section. My regards to you and your family. Yes, I think we are almost done. Okay, this is 6 something. Hello, Bokor. I think Bokor Zodavi. Hola. That's hello in Portuguese. Hola, Bokor Zodavi. Como está cá? Como está? Thank you. Thank you very much for joining today's program. I'm very grateful that you joined today's program. I hope I can speak Portuguese when I come to Brazil in the future. Okay, we do. Oh, yes. Yeah, because of the V, okay. Yeah, because of the V is Ewe Bokor of Brazilian descent, living in Brazil. He learned his Afar and everything from the Ewe people and from the Fon people in Benin, and he has his own shrine in Brazil somewhere far in the mountains. My children went to visit him, and he has initiated my son Senna into a special mamiwata. And that mamiwata also is from Ghana. It's Densu. And my children also have initiated him and his friends into the dwarf Obubuyaya and also Togbe Jopata. So we are now a spiritual family between our shrine and his shrine in Brazil. Afanzoda, the name of his shrine is yeah, it's there on his. So he is also teaching on the net, but it's in Portuguese, and I'm sure we can always translate that into the language that we can understand. And then we have Advinco. Say, please, your location. Advinco, how are you? Thank you. Our location is in Accra on the Spintex Road. And I think there's a question.
Oh, I wrote the elegant. Sorry. I wrote it for you.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you. But okay.
There's a question on
It's a question on
Facebook.
on Facebook from TriStar Albert Blibo. Thank you too for the enlightenment. Thank you, Blibo. I'm grateful. And Kafri Foley said, thank you, Papa, for that comment. I'm also thanking you. And then TriStar Albert Blibo said, Papa, please, what's the difference between Voodoo and Tron? It's a very good question. A Tron can become a Voodoo, and a Voodoo can become a Tron. It is the same thing. When we say a Tron, that means there are more people that are benefiting from that particular Voodoo. A Tron is also a Voodoo, but then when it is able to spread its wing over a large area and a lot of people come to benefit from that particular Voodoo, that Voodoo becomes a Tron. But in the beginning, it may be only a Voodoo, but as it is spreading and becoming wider, and it's a rich tool for people to benefit from, then it's a Voodoo. However, a Voodoo, like a personal Voodoo, like let's say this is a Voodoo, my Voodoo Aklama, which is very personal to me. And I am not praying for Aklama or giving Aklama to people to use. It's directly personal to me. It will only be called Voodoo until Aklama is start reaching out to more people and more people start hearing about its name, depending on the work it's doing for people. Then maybe one day Aklama can become a Tron, because if a lot of people are coming from different areas and coming to get initiated into it, and they are benefiting and they are giving testimonies about how it's helping their life, then it can be called a Tron. But a Tron is a Voodoo that has a greater outreach towards humanity, whereas Voodoo is more as an individual thing between you and maybe spread it to your family, immediate family members. But whenever it goes beyond that, it is called a Tron. Thank you very much, TriStar Albert Blibo. And then we have Heru Asa Kara on YouTube.
This is African Magic Temple.
African Magic Temple on Facebook. Say Heru Asakara. I mean, say greetings, Baba. Glad to hear from you. Thank you very much, Heru Asakara. Amen. Thank you also for joining today's section. I have been away for some time, but from now onwards, I will be here every Sunday to take your questions and also try to answer you. I'm grateful that you made it today. And then TriStar Albert Blibo is a wonderful. Thank you again, and thank you to Blibo. I'm grateful for that question. We are all learning. No one single person knows it all. We are all learning from one another. Thank you. Yeah, check if we don't have anything. I want to close today's section. There's some few questions there again.
Yes.
Okay. Bolaji. Okay, Bolaji said, I started doing the ancestral veneration as described by you. In few years, I was able to return back to university and qualify in new career. Thank you, Papa, for your teachings. Oh, Bolaji, I'm very, very, very grateful. I thank your ancestors for hearing you and answering your call. May they continue to guide you and open new doors for you. Blessings to you. Thank you very much. The St. Bible 4 said that I live in a tile house. So they say, can I pour libation? The times, or there is other way. Okay, St. Bible 4, we had been teaching that when people live in houses and rooms where they are cemented and tiled houses, some people live on a higher floor. We have been teaching this for some time now, that for you to be able to pour libation in your room or your apartment, you get a container. Good evening and good morning to you, wherever you may find yourself at this very precious moment. I'm very grateful that you are all joining today's section. Last Sunday was a very special and a very vibrant section, and I hope today we will have the same. And unfortunately, today I am not going to be here for long because there is so many VOSA that is on me to do today, and today is the day to do them. So I'll be with you here briefly, and then after 1.5 hours to 2 hours, I will leave and go to do my work. The problem was because I had been sick for a while, haven't been strong, so there's so much of a backlog and pile up on me, and I have to do them. So that's why I have to be living and doing things. So thank you all very much. So those of you who may be having any questions or comments, please do send them in time so that I can be able to answer them for you. Thank you very much. We are live on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. We are live on Clubhouse, and we are also live on YouTube. African Magic Temple and ReVodution Voodoo Education. Thank you all very much. I'm going to pour libation, and once I pour the libation, I will start to take your greetings, your comments, and your questions. Thank you all very much. Oh, Ago Mauga. Ago Mauga, please change the. People are still watching the recording. Okay, Ago Mauga. Ago Mauga, Ago Mauga, Mauga Sobolisa, Meduago, Mauga Kitikata, Meduago, Mauga Esse, Meduago, Esse Joto, Ame Joto, Esse Nanu, Ame, Sete Nanu, Ame, Woman of Heavy, Dokun of Heavy, Woman of Heavy, maybe an anu, Dokun of Heavy, or Benao, Dokun of Heavy, maybe an anu, Woman of Heavy, or Benao, Esse, Mayo, Meduago, never be anu gaten molo. Maybe a lamese, maybe a agbedidi, maybe a ngobe, many people vigno, prelonia la opete. Dagwe, mi bialo. Esenyo amenyo segla, amegla, esek popolipo, ayo. Mayo sheme ham forasho, semi forasho, pete, meduago. We are braxas, abraxas. Mayo si adrepo duago, ya tadreto bevi mekuna, uwo veso, kame yo meduago. Mayo miano zojie, anyidu zokaka chikas boshi adre, miala fa obanyagba, mi la pe obanyagba, mi le. Joro hono mayo ra kekekekelo. Wenya yingba manjo flolo afopla yingba medu adika. Wenya vle me matekulo, eteku, ete ega. O me yo akain but you vakain only wakain jevo wakain bisu wakain trovo wakain menyu wakain dufia wakain mami wataba ka ga wakain peli kwa bi megwa ahaja do lo akofa ba ndo je fieto ba sro mete doju me yo mi nuda me yo mi hogba o be wa o kaku o pe mi o zango me yo mi kle fiora ke yo o da ke yo o jo pata jo maku afoke me vole mo je chimo vole vudo me gbere kokolo kwa to le fofo me jogbenye o hebe jogbenye me to ya mo moju to anukware pe venyi le fe me boto ba jo tu so kle duo me no te fere ka jo pata be le hafi jo fo ba jo yin jo pata o pe fia jo pata metro na me gbeda mo lo avi fa gbe elie dina jo pata ne no anyi ape mia ajo lo jo pata yin ate fe me yo lo misi me bo jire to to gbe de nta fa pelu ti zubolu ajiba ogboju pelo doja lo fe nko me valenti fa fa me lo ba lo jo na pefu agosakpa teme yo lo tigeli me yo gro du me do keke lafia e me yo amagase sengeja papa sesen sesen tabe geje ba kwa ha o me yo brahini me yo gbogbochi me yo ngbe foli koko mo ne ke gomini godo kluche kuma ko balanga tobo nyokuto me ne fanami me yo tonyo kosipoku akubie yo no nyemeri akoso goku fonyo ko geje tasinya mu sifusi jam koso abra ko bra mama nyegbodu mba tobo nya goku kofi tobo nya kubia mensa mama nya ndoro efe ngbe peku no kuto me ne fanami lo me yo fenye Celestine ya wakubia Katrina akubia fonya sense ko fonyo ya ben akubia kuto me ne fanami me yo mi asro wa chucha chupe akubia Cecilia pene kata fe mensa kuto me ne fanami lo me yo awu no tuji bako tuji tobo tuji me yo kinikini hase ko ncha bara su bara bona na me yo bako adafri so fa hu agbo bi bako afacha wa choge hu no hunu le va po hu no hunu le gbe ya ga tobo ya maze kuto me ne fanami me yo tobo ya na ni tele tu le jita tobo Abraham ji venu le chama tobo fia to si mo kavila benyina si agotime kuto me ne fanami me yo amaga koku anatovi ankaima yo Daniel vie ko bare la gbaro kuto me ne fanami lo me yo happy akoso abaji ye me yo Harrison George Ajovu le agotimera benyina si kuto me ne fanami o peti me yo huno honu le va po huno honu le gbe yan ga to gbe amaze kuto me ne fanami godo me yo ame abe tobo boko komla agbovi kuto me ne fana yo toboko kwami vi ajoge kuto me ne fana me yo echenye Ruben komla akubia kuto me ne fana milo go me yo tre vivio Ibrahim vio geje vio kubia vio gbe vio po jime le bacho nyanu ngwa teshi mate mama te tu carpenter road vio pete kuto me ne fana mi me yo abochi sakraka me cho ava obe ya dogo okoto koliro nko okunu makwa gbe ngbe to be wale acho franta mani ofifini ko abisinkra okofito jabaku ocho to akofito hen kofi atra kable ele bene keke wi bire ele my in anyway kuto me ne fana milo agbogbonu ne fana mi mi kuto me fana mi ye me yo togbe ahogbato magba fodubeto to ra ko ibubu me asapasa gidi kunyo hoto kosinyo hoto agbedimi le lo la mesese dimi le ngogbe yi dimi le lo asinedi tore ba mi wo togbe o mama me yo mi o pete me yo aklama pe te me yo to togbe ada ndo kuno nyaga yo togbe ada la pojo abli yo togbe da male me yo mi o pete yo egu segrege gu pa ira pe bobo ya de be egu mapale kiti egu bale kakla de mo fo hara ina mi o pete dagbe la mesese ngogbe yi e me bia me yo Voodoo petit proclame les filles acclama pleto petit keke me yo togbe glimdo yo togbe pechu manyamli togbe klogo hoko chichia me yo mi petit keke dagbe me yo mi ro asinedi doneva mi awele mi le me yo togbe aplapo pleto keke hara na mi awele ngogbe me le mi ayo me nyime no ngogbe na mi gogli e bezio tonu epe le mi apete yo dagbe la ma sesen pa be di ngogbe yi me le mi ayo lo sinedi doneva ka me ne fami no mi gbe nya avon lo mi chiri nya avon go nya tepe me yo afana go nu afagbo ma jeso pepe to so le me da pa vidi me yo pele gbe meji eku meji wole meji di meji lo so meji ngoli meji abla meji akala meji goda meji sa meji ka meji trupe meji tula meji lete meji che meji fu meji pele che tula me yo Club vide come può trovare un buon trovare in ade ma poi ne dilo e vi come io la tata la to buone me webete che mi adbe me ne fusia mi ho io me mele Ya wenye nyile ngonam. Enyime no ngogona mede e kadame. Enyile ngogwe kalame de mi me nyi Ewe Vodu. Bere. Apeli godo sa gbaja ko fifo no. Apeli to aglenyo, apeli to asinyo, apeli to yo serengaji me yo aflaga tisi sebe me no afagba odi da fa me cha fa agben pe bi wa dagbe agbe mi gale to me mi yo mi afia fi to gbe mi anye gbe anu nu na mi anye gbe anu to me na mi mi gbere e me ne ko ame yi wele nu po le nu se o cho nu po e ko me le melo apene fa gbe mi ne fa mi gbe nya von lo go to se do mi awore mi pota kla fonesia mi jivi mi pota na mi desro mi pota ni mi de kokolo popo ne yo mi de doko popo ne yo mi de gbo popo ne yo subo le bene no hala mata hala awusa obefia adonko ba mega o kotokoli ronko me yo ra ke kofito jambaku o chotu akofito he kofi atra kable godogo me yo mi apete dagbe ni le tome ya dasi asimenam. Boom. Okay, so we are ready to go. Have poured the libation, finish, and we are ready to go. So now we will start from Facebook on Africa Magic Temple Facebook. We have Frank Dogba Mauto. Say the Facebook sound is very low. 40 minutes ago. Have you fixed it? Thank you very much, Frank Dogba. We are very grateful for that information. And then we have our sister Zil Harris. Say hello, Mr. Bokor. Hope you are feeling good and thank you for always being here. Thank you very much, Zil, over there. Hope you are fine too. Thank you for joining today's section. And then we have Zil Harris. Said goodbye. Thank you. Okay. I think she waited for some time and we weren't here, so she said goodbye. Thank you, Zil. We are back. We are now on. So if you are around, you can still tune in. And Zil Harris, have a good week. Thank you, and I wish you the same good week. Thank you very much, Zil Harris in California there. And then we have a J Smith. Say, hi, Baba. Glad to see you here. I'm curious about Abraxas. I have a general understanding, but what does it do for people that it follows, people who follows it? Abraxas is kind of like the primordial entity that brings consciousness, awakening, and enlightenment. That's how I can describe Abraxas. It is said that Abraxas may be the real God or whatever, because without Abraxas, nothing exists. So it's a primordial entity that permeates everything. It is not a Hindu, it's not a Christian, it is not traditional, it is not a Muslim, but it's a universal entity that brings enlightenment and knowledge, wisdom. So at our shrine, we use Abraxas to open the doors to the spiritual or the psychic sphere. That's what it does. But Abraxas is the one that gives knowledge, wisdom, and enlightenment. It's the spirit that later became what people call the Christ, the one that is enlightened. I'm not talking about Jesus Christ of Nazareth, because the Christ is only a title. It is not a person. So Jesus had attained it, Buddha had attained it, Shiva and all other great gurus and many others that we have not known, they have also attained Abraxas and they became great leaders. And it is not only in spirituality, Abraxas can also influence people in all walks of life, in all kind of disciplines, to make them great leaders and make them to be able to lead other people and teach other people. So that is what the Abraxas is. It's a 7-letter word, and it is what is written in the Philippians chapter 4, verse 13, where they say, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. They are not talking about Jesus of Nazareth, but they are talking about the Abraxas, the enlightening energy and the enlightening force or spirit, or the universal consciousness. That's all that it is. Thank you, J. Smith, for that beautiful question. And then we have somebody is called Money22 is asking question that I don't get it. Said, hello, sir. Please, do you do pocket no dry? No, I don't do pocket no dry. I don't even know what is pocket node, right? So please, thank you very much for your question. And then we have a Empress shared the video number. Which one is that? Put okay. There's somebody called Let Them Say. And then Let Them Say sent us one rose. Thank you very much. Let Them Say, I'm grateful. And then Let Them Say became the number 10 fan in the fan club. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then Let Them Say sent heart me again one to us. We are grateful, Let Them Say, for all these gifts. Thank you very much. And the Empress is shared this. And then we have Scott Money is showing us love. And then Koklo say hello, Baba, and the team. Thank you very much, Koklo. Amina, we are grateful. I heard that you are not feeling well today again. I pray that everything will be fine for you. Thank you for visiting the shrine and the house at the weekend. I am grateful. Have a very good day. I wish you a speedy recovery. Then we have I am wearing the fugu that you gave me, so it's looking good on me. Thank you, thank you. And then we have a Koklo again. No, what is that one? I think that's the last one there. But why is this side is moving and that why the question side is not moving? We have somebody with the name Matthew. See, please, our number is in our profile, please. I wish that you people ask questions, not my number. Ask questions. And then somebody there say, I need, well, it's not coming on your listening. Are you having challenges? So, okay, Let Them Say is also saying, I need your number. Okay, Let Them Say, thank you very much. Our number is in our profile. You can always get it. Then we have a Thomas, thank you, Baba. I'm grateful. Thank you to Amina. We are very grateful. And then Thomas Dakin say, good evening, Papa. Hello, Thomas Dakin. Thank you. Thank you very much for joining today's section. I hope you and your loved ones are fine. Then Kokoro say, you look wonderful. Thank you, Amina. I'm grateful. Then King Lord 814 said, please, the bracelet on the wall behind you, what is it? And what work does it do? That is our logo. It's a bracelet of the patron spirit that we work with. So if you are interested, come to the shrine, we'll tell you. We don't sell it, I'm sorry. Where are we? You are having challenge moving it. Is it coming from the? Is it coming from TikTok? Okay, then King Lord 814 says, okay, thank you, Tobe. Thank you too. Thank you all very much. And then Jidula also joined, and I think she just gone. Then we have Madi, please, where are you located? We are in Accra on the Painters Road. You can always find our telephone number in our profile. Our shrine does not allow or does not accept walked in. You must book an appointment before we allow you to come. Thank you very much. Then we have Masha. Say, good day, sir. What can I use to attract more clients to my business? You can use so many things to attract clients to your business. If what you are doing is a good business and you are very straightforward with what you are doing, definitely you will get people coming and people will also recommend you. But then if you want something special to help enhance the kind of business you are doing, then you have to approach the shrine and we will do a consultation to find out what kind of things should be done for you to help you in your business. But unfortunately, if you are doing fraud business, we do not entertain fraudsters. But if it is a genuine business, we are all out here to support you. Thank you very much, Masha. And then we have Hoeve, Papa. So, with your experience, is Afa real? Yes, it is real. And then Masha say, I have a salon. Okay, so you call the number. Our number is in our profile. You can, if you don't see it in the profile, you can just type African Magic Temple and then you'll find our number. If you have a salon and you want to get customers, yes, for sure, we will help you. So then, thank you, Masha, for that explanation, because we don't like to entertain and encourage people who are trying to take advantage of other people. That's why I said that we don't help fraudsters. But if you are doing a genuine business, yes, we are all out here to assist you. Thank you very much. And then we have Sadiq Mabel saying, Papa, please, good evening. Good evening, Sadiq. How are you? Thank you very much for joining today's section, live streaming. I'm grateful. Please, hope you and your loved ones are fine. And then we have Jacob Bikpe say, I'm in Dubai working as a delivery. How can I be helped? It is you who will tell us what kind of help you need. I cannot know what help I will give you. When you ask the type of help you want, then we will consult and then we will tell you how we can be helpful, if there is any help we can give you. So, but we don't just go and say, please come, let me help you. I don't know you, you don't know me. And I cannot say, oh, come, let me help you. We are not a scammers. We are a real shrine and we are doing the real thing. So if you come with your challenges and ask us to help you, and we do a reading or consultation, and then we see that we see what we can use in helping you, we will let you know, and then you follow the direction of the oracle. But we don't go asking people to come, let me help you. No, I want to help myself too. But when you come, I'll consult for you. And whatever the spirit will say they should do for you to help you, I'll let you know. Thank you very much. And then we have a Babu Jire, number 3, saying hi. Hello, Babu Jire. How are you? Thank you very much for joining the section. I hope you're fine. And then we have, no, there is one up, you escape it. Then we have Go. Say, please, Papa, can you tell us more about the plant Kalanchoe pinnata? I don't even know what plant is called Kalanchoe pinnata. So if you can break it down to my understanding, because Kalanchoe pinnata is not my language, and I don't know what kind of herb that one is. You have to let me know what it is, and if it is in our Ewe herbs, I'll be able to tell you, but I don't even know that name. Thank you very much. And then we have OG Chiboy say good evening, sir. Hello, OG Chiboy. Good evening to you. Thank you for joining today's section. I'm grateful. Yeah, then we have a go up. Yeah, we have a Koklo again, Baba. A lot of people are waking up to the lies that religion has indoctrinated us with. Yes, we are praying that it will be fast. Yeah, but every age has its own awareness. We are in the age of new awareness and new awakening, and I'm happy that a lot of people are beginning to ask questions that their fathers and their forefathers probably didn't ask, and young people, even old people, are asking questions now, which is very, very important, because those questions are the ones that is going to move Africa forward, because Africa had been put at the back of the world for so long, and the awakening is what is going to make us move forward. Thank you very much. It's only that our politicians are aware, but they don't want to present it openly. They keep it to themselves, and they do what they want to do, but they keep leading the populace and the citizens in the dark alleys, which is very bad. When we have a very awakened politician who will now say, just like how Ibrahim Traore this in Burkina Faso is doing. If we can get about 5, 10 of those in Africa, Africa would overnight become a super haven. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. And then OG boy says, I really need your help, please. So whatever help you need, please, our numbers are there. Call the number, make all your enquiries. And if that's the kind of help we can give, we'll let you know. Thank you. Then Jacob Big says, I need money and favor. We all need money and we all need favor. So please call the number, but you should also understand that at my shrine, there is nothing like a quick money, and there is nothing like a what do they call it? Doubling of money, or money charming, or what?
Scam.
No, not scam. I don't want to use the word scam now. I'm just trying to say the way people want money. Sikedro, say that the money will come without you working. There is nothing like that at my shrine. Maybe some people can do it like Agrara and all those things, but we don't do those things here. We are real shrine. So if you need money, you need favor, you do a reading and they'll find out what ways that they can help the business that you do to support the business so that your business can attract customers, whereby whatever you are selling, people will buy it, and you too, you will make your living out of that. Thank you very much, Jacob Bikwe. And then we have Babu Jire. Babu Jire, number 3, say, good evening. How are you, please? I want to know if I will marry one day. Babu Jire, I don't know you, and I cannot tell you whether you will marry one day or you will not marry one day. You also over there, you are only seeing me on social media. I don't do readings on social media to tell you that, yes, you will get married. No, you will not get married. I don't know you. When anybody who does that kind of thing is a scammer. When you want to do a reading, if you want to find out about your destiny, you need to contact the person physically or personally. And then that person will do a consultation with you as an individual to look behind the scene to see what is in your destiny and what is not in your destiny. But by you coming on a program or coming onto any other person's program and the person just tell you, yes, you will marry, or you are going to be rich, the person is deceiving you. It doesn't happen that way. I've been in this for over 50 years and I know what I am saying. That's good. And then we have Mariam Mabel. Say good evening. Hello, Mabel. How are you? Thank you for joining the section. I hope you are fine. I hope everything around you is fine. Thank you, Mabel. Then we go on, and then we have Emmy Gold. Emmy Gold. No, go up. No, slowly. Emmy Gold is at Jacob Bigbe. Okay, no, you calm down. We have gone through all those already. And then we have SNG Wale. It's a good evening, Baba. No, you are going far. Yeah, please there. SNG Wale. It's a good evening, Father. Good evening, SNG Wale. How are you? Thank you very much for joining today's section. I'm grateful. And then we have Hillary. Say, Baba, my son Don Peters can't talk or hear. Why? I don't know why your son cannot talk, because I don't know you. I don't know your son. I don't know the history of your family. I don't know the history of your son. I cannot sit here and tell you that it is for this reason why your son cannot talk. If you want to find out why your son cannot talk, do a spiritual consultation and you will know, you'll get answers from the spirit world. I am here, I'm not a spirit. I'm just as human as you are. The only difference between us is I work with spirits, but I am not a spirit. So I can't sit here without knowing you, Hillary, without knowing your family background, without knowing your whole life, and then I tell you that, oh, your son Don Peters cannot talk or hear because of this. I'll be deceiving you. Thank you. Let's go on. And then we have Akron. Say, good evening, sir. Please, where is your temple located? Akron, our temple is located at Spinters Road in Accra. Thank you. Then Amy Gold shared the live, and then we have Babu Jire 3 saying, okay, thank you very much. And then we have Charles Lechu, follow the host. Hello, Charlie. How are you? How is everybody? And how are your siblings? I hope you are all fine. It's been a long time, Charles. Yeah. I was home last time, but I didn't see you. Maybe you are still in Accra here. Thank you for coming and joining the section. My regards to your mom and everybody. And then we have Jacob Bigpe say you are very good, sir. Oh, thank you. Yes. And then Charles Lechu say, Papa, that's Papa. Yes, Charles say good evening. Yes, Charles Lechu, good evening, Papa. Good evening. I was home last time. I didn't see you. I came briefly. I did not see you. They say everybody went to funeral. I don't know, of one son, old teacher. I don't know whether you are home or you are in Accra. But if you are, when you have time, give me a call. Thank you very much. And then we have Paddy. Say, Papa, nice seeing you again. Hello, Paddy. It's been a while. How is everything at Kakasunanka? I hope everybody is doing well. My regards to everyone around you. May the ancestors continue to make you strong. Great. And then we have G. Labelle says, will I get my citizens apply for? I don't know, G. Labelle. I don't know you. You don't know me. I cannot tell you that you will or you won't because I don't know any history about you. Thank you very much. Then the G. Labelle earlier said, good evening, sir. Good evening to you. I hope you and your loved ones are fine, are doing well. I'm grateful that you all joined today's section. Let's move to another section, another platform to see if we can get other. We go to YouTube, we go to, okay, this is Facebook. This one we have read already. We have read all this already. So we are on ReVodution Voodoo education, and we have Kini said them, Daniel, say good evening, Bokor Chris. I have been following you silently. I have learned a lot from you, including pouring libation. I hope to meet you someday. Hello, Kini Sedem. Thank you very much that you had learned something from us. We are all very grateful to you all for being part of this continuously. We teach, we advise, and we also learn from all of you. I'm happy and I'm grateful that whatever I am teaching here has made some impact on you in your life. That's all that we want. We are awakening our people. Thank you very much, Sedem. Akpekakaka. And then we have our brother Dinendra Tomar in Canada joining and saluting us. He said, Namaskar, Namaste, Dinendra Tomar. Thank you very much for joining today's section. I'm grateful. You go to YouTube, or that's what we just left? Okay, check ReVodution and let's see. So here we don't have anything on ReVodution, and on YouTube also we don't have anything. So go back to TikTok, and I don't know whether we have anybody on Clubhouse here yet. Yeah, I'm coming. I want to check Clubhouse. Okay, Clubhouse, we have Dawn, who is joining the Clubhouse. Thank you very much, Dawn, for joining the Clubhouse. Please, if you have any question, either you can say it, speak it, or you can send us a message and I will read it aloud. Thank you very much for joining. And then we have G. Labelle saying, okay, sir, thank you very much. And then There's a number with 02431530. Nana Yao. Good evening, Nana Ya. Okay. Hello, Nana Ya. Is it Nana Ya or Nana Yao?
Nana, you know what? And it's the Nana is Y-W-A and space A-Y-I.
Nana Yao Ali.
I think so, but
Nana Yaoli. Okay. Whatever. Hello, Nana Yaoli. Say good evening. Good evening. How are you? Thank you very much. And I hope you are joining this section to learn. We don't open our space for people to be advertising on our platform to mislead people. But if you are joining only to learn, you are very much welcome. Thank you. Then we have Sharon Williams. Say hello, sir. Hello, Sharon. Thank you very much. I hope you find how the people around you. Hope you and your loved ones are doing very well. We thank God that we have gotten another day. We are very grateful. And then we have Koklo, and the Jesus we know today in the Bible has nothing to do with the one that existed before. Yeah, people say so many things about Jesus. Whether Jesus had existed or hadn't existed, it is up to the people who wrote the books and people who have the story to tell us. You and I, we were not there. We were only born to read and to learn from what people had written down. And of course, our ancestors, our fathers who became Christians were also influenced, and they in turn led us to that. But as we grow and we are becoming ourselves, we need to learn new things. We need to explore new things, and we have to now judge and balance the stories that we were told and the things that are happening, whether they balance. If they are not balancing, then you know there was a deceit somewhere, there was unfaithfulness somewhere. Then if you are a person who is bold, you look for the truth. Thank you very much, Kokolo, for that thing, that message. Very, very inspiring one. And then Sharon Williams say, hello, sir. Good evening. Good evening to you, Sharon. Thank you. And where are you reaching us from? Hope you are reaching us from within Ghana or where, I don't know. Please, wherever, let us know. And then we have no, there are so many in the top. No, just start. Go back where Amina Kokolo had put her thing because of the change in the network. Things have changed. You can't get okay. Sharon Williams says she was reaching us from Nigeria. Thank you very much for taking all the time from all the way from Nigeria and reaching us here. And then I think we have, okay, let's take it from here because Jessica said, will I marry soon? Hello, Jessica. I don't know you. You don't know me. You have not consulted me one-on-one. I cannot sit here and tell you that you will marry soon or you will not marry soon. In spirituality, real spirituality is not done on those bases. But if people who just want to joke and play with you can tell you anything, that means whether it comes true or it doesn't come true, they don't really care. But for me and my shrine, we care. Whatever we say, we stand by it. We don't do things that we are not sure of. So I cannot tell whether you will marry or you will not marry because I don't know you. Thank you very much for that question. And then Akron is saying, say good evening, sir. Please, where is your temple located? I had already said that it's located on the Spinters Road. So I think these are the questions we have read already. So move them up slowly. Go. I'll find where we had. You go up slowly. So Sharon Williams also is asking our location. We are in Accra, Ghana, on the Spinters Road, but our presence on the internet, on the social media, we are on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and on Clubhouse. But physically, our shrine is in Ghana, in Accra, on the Spintex Road. Thank you very much, Sharon Williams. And then we have someone with the name African Fighter. Good evening, Mahmoud. Hello, I am not called Mahmoud, but if you don't know my name, you can just say good evening. Thank you very much, African Fighter, for joining this section today. Hope you are fine. Then Sharon Williams say, I'm doing good, sir. We thank God for everything. Yeah. Then we have Richie. It's the first time joining. Hello, Richie. You are welcome. We discuss about our African traditional spirituality here, and we don't miss our words. No, bring it down. We don't miss our words or anything. We say it as it is. It may not be pleasant for everyone, but that's how African Magic Temple and ReVodution stands for. We are a shrine that are educating our African brothers and sisters, both on the motherland, in the mother continent, and in the diaspora, and all other people who are interested to know about African traditional spirituality. Thank you very much. And then Sharon Williams said, please, your location and number. Our number is in our profile. We have already written. I said they should pin it there. We'll be pinning the number because we are writing it many times. So we'll pin the number, but we are in Accra on the Spintex Road. And if you want to meet us, you have to first make a reservation to be able to meet us. Thank you very much, Sharon, for that question. 3646. No. Yeah. 262 367578. Okay, great. Pin it. Is there a way to pin it? Or you can only do it from the phone?
Sometimes they don't
allow. Okay, then just post it. Yeah. Thank you very much, Sharon, for that. And that's our number. And then we have Don Gold from Tanzania joining us. I'm very grateful, Don Gold. Hope you and your loved ones are fine. Thank you for joining the section. And then Sharon Williams said, please, how can I get your number? We have just put it up there. It's the 3 after your question. You can look it up and you will see. Thank you very much, Sharon. And then we have another person there, Scotty 27 on God. He said, please, I am at Spintex. Okay, thank you very much. We are also on the Spintex opposite Freddy's Corner. Thank you very much. And then we have Okonji Chibueze. Say good evening, sir. Hello, Chibueze. How are you? Thank you very much for joining the section today. I'm grateful to you. Hope you are fine. And then Scotty on God on GD say, I am at Spintex. Okay, thank you. And then Emmanuel say, can you send something to Nigeria? No, I cannot send anything to Nigeria. I'm sorry, because I don't know many people in Nigeria anymore. And I don't know how to send things to Nigeria. Yeah. Thank you very much, Emmanuel. You can ask questions. You can do all that you can do. If you want to do a consultation, we can still be here and do consultation for you equally. But I don't send things to Nigeria unless, of course, if we do something for you and it has to go to Nigeria, then you have to give us who to give it to so that it can reach you. But by posting, I don't trust the postal distance. Thank you very much, Emmanuel. Then we have Mr. Trini. He said, good. He says, Trini, say, good evening. What does it mean when you dream of crocodiles? I don't know. I'm not interpreting dreams here. Whatever it is you dream about crocodiles, I don't know. But I'm sure there are many people who may know what it meant if you dreamed or dreamt of crocodiles. But I personally do not understand what it meant when you dreamt or dream of crocodiles. Thank you very much, Mr. Trini. Yeah. And then we have Aka Eke Santi Isaac Lufung. Say good evening, sir. Hello, Isaac Lufung. How are you? Thank you very much for joining today's session. I'm grateful. I hope you are fine. And then we have Long Run 9947 saying hello, sir. Hello, Long Run 9947. Hope you are well. Thank you for joining today's section. And then we have Chine Yenwa P. Okoro. Say hello, sir. Greetings. Please move it so I can read. Yeah. Say greetings. What can you share about the different ways to knowing? Hello, sir. Greetings. Questions. What can you share about the different ways of knowing in spirituality? I don't understand your question. There are so many different types of spirituality. So when you ask the question, what can I share about knowing in spirituality? I do not understand. But if I can say spirituality, what I am teaching here is about African traditional spirituality, and especially African Ewe Vodu and Ewe Afa. That's what I talk about here. So I don't understand your question very well, so I cannot answer it, P. Okoro. If you can reframe your question, maybe I will be able to understand and I will be able to say something about it. Thank you very much, Chinwe. And then we have our big sister Luna Nicole. Say blessing Papa and AMT family. I'm grateful to join today's section. Hello, big sister Luna Nicole. You are very much welcome. And how are you? How is your health? Hope everything is going on well with you. I'm grateful that you joined. And then we have Jacket 664. Say hi. My name is Osenu Jack. I'm from Gambia. Can you tell me something about my life? No, I'm sorry, I don't know you. You haven't come to me to do a consultation. I have not met you before. You haven't met me before. I cannot tell you anything about your life because I'm not that kind of priest. I'm sorry. But thank you for the question. And then we have Long Run 9947. Say hello, sir. What's causing delay in my life journey? I just want to know. If you want to know what is causing the delay in your life's journey, which will probably in your destiny, you need to do a spiritual consultation. Unfortunately, I don't do consultation on my live section. If you want to do consultation with us, with our shrine, we have our number there. You book an appointment, you will pay some money, and we will do the consultation for you. We are not a charity organization. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. Let's move up. No, you are going back. Wait, go back, go down, go up. I think today the this is having some challenges. Okay, so we have AK Santi Isaac Lufung say, I'm doing well, Papa. Thank you very much for joining. I'm happy to hear you are doing well. Then we have Thank God say, good evening, sir. Good evening to you. Thank God. How are you? Hope you are fine. I'm grateful that you joined today's section. And then we have Chinenwa P. Okoro again. Say, also, sir, I'm asking, we are all different. Just curious if ways to connect with our ancestors. Of course, we all can connect with our ancestors because we all have different ancestors. My ancestors are not your ancestors. And your ancestors may not be the ancestors of some of your friends. But your ancestors are the ancestors of your relatives, both on your maternal and on paternal side. Those are the ones we call ancestors, people who we are sharing our bloodline with are called our ancestors. And then sometimes the people who had done something good in your life, even before you were born or during the time that you were born, are also considered sometimes as your ancestors. But it is not everybody who died is called an ancestor. Of course, they are all ancestors, but most of the time we don't just pray to anybody who has died because they are dead and they become ancestral, and then we pray to them. We pray to the ancestors or people who, when they were alive, they have made a change in our life. And then we pray to such people so that they can continue making changes and bring changes in our lives. So your ancestors are definitely there within your family. So you need to contact and connect with your elders and ask them, what is your ancestral line? Your grandfathers, your grandmothers, your uncles, your aunties, all your nephews, cousins are all your ancestors, and you can pour libation to their memory. Thank you very much, Chinenwa. And then Chinenwa went on to say, yes, in African spirituality, if they are not aligned to Voodoo or Ifa, it does not matter. They don't need to be aligned to Voodoo, and they don't need to be aligned to Ifa. Their blood run in your system. They are your ancestors. Thank you. And then we have long run 9947. You can say, I want to consult. Our number is there. Please try to call the number and book an appointment for consultation. Thank you very much. And then we have Big Sister Luna Nicole saying that, Papa, what is the difference between pouring libation in the earth or in a glass? I don't know. I don't pour libation inside glass, but I pour libation like here. You can all see I have a bowl here, which is I pour sand, earth, or dirt, as Americans may call it. I pour it into this. So when I want to pray inside my room or where I am not directly in contact with the physical earth or the physical land, I pour libation onto this sand so that the sand can absorb the liquid that I am pouring. And this has been with me for a long time. So my ancestors know that when I am inside a room or I am in a place like where I am now in my gallery, I pour libation to them on this. But pouring libation inside glass, I don't know what it means, and I've never actually come across it before. So I cannot tell what the difference is. Thank you very much, Big Sister, for that beautiful question. And then we have Luna Nico. Some leave a glass on their altar. Yeah, if you leave a glass on your altar, it does not mean you are pouring libation. Libation pouring is to take a glass. Please, all you can watch me. No, I'll do it. When we say we pour libation, it's different from fetching water for your ancestors. When you pour libation, you need to pour that's what they say, pour. You need to pour the drink down and mention the name of the person you are pouring the drink for. That is called libation pouring. However, if you have an altar and you fetch water and leave the water on the altar, it is not called libation pouring. That is, you are leaving water for your ancestors on your altar, that whenever they come around and they are feeling thirsty, they should drink. But pouring libation is a prayer. It's a way the Africans practicing African traditional spirituality pray to their ancestor or revere their ancestors, showing respect to their ancestors and connecting their ancestors to the divine entity or entities. So leaving a glass of water on your altar is not called libation pouring. Libation pouring, you must pour the liquid. Thank you, Big Sister Luna Nicole, for that question. And then we have Tuguma Kalawa. I said, good evening, sir. First time from Sierra Leone. Hello, Kalawa. How are you? Thank you very much for joining today's session. I hope everybody in Sierra Leone is fine. Thank you very much. And then we have Tuguma Kalawa again. Say, good. Please move it because there's something there. Because you can't see, but there's something covering these 6 new, like those ones. Don't press it yet. And then it said, good evening, sir. Okay, so Tuguma was saying, Good evening, sir. First time from Sierra Leone. Yeah, same question. So move the other one. I think it's the same question he has repeated many times. So thank you very much to Guma Kalawa for joining today's section. We are discussing African traditional spirituality here. And then big sister Aluna Nicole said, thank you for the explanation, Papa. You are very much welcome. We are all learning. So when you ask a question like this, other people also learn from it. And I myself too, I learn from it. Thank you very much. And then Uwabi, hello, my dear. How are you? Thank you for joining today's section. And Uwabi is thank you very much. And you are very good evening, family. You are welcome. Thank you very much. Good evening to you. And then Ndama is saying thank you very much. And thank you too. And then Uwabi is saying long time. Yes, it's been a while. I haven't been here for a while because of my health. But last week I was here briefly, and today I'm also going to be here briefly. But as time goes on and I get stronger, I will be able to be here for long. Thank you all very much for being part of today's section. And we'll have a Efia Bedi, 1, 2, 3, saying good evening, Daddy. Hello, Efia Bedi. How are you? Is it Bedide? Okay, Efia Bedide. Thank you very much for joining today's section. I'm grateful. And then we have someone with the name Chado. Say good evening, sir, from Nigeria. Hello, Chado. Thank you for joining. And then Chado say, I love your lectures. I'm very grateful. I hope you are fine and doing well. Please, Bokor, call Kofi to come and assist. And then we have Wabi say, keep well, Papa. We still need you. Thank you very much, my dear. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Keep praying for me so that my health will improve, and then I'll be here to continue teaching and explaining things about our tradition, our culture, our people to you. I'm grateful to all of you for your prayers, for making me to become strong, and now I can sit and be able to read your questions, read your comments, and also your greetings. I am very, very, very grateful to all of you. And then we have a Saladini. GH say, good evening, Baba. Hello, Saladini. Thank you very much for joining today's section. I hope you are very well. I'm also doing well. Then Chado said, I am fine, sir. Appreciate, sir. May the Almighty God continue to keep you. Thank you very much, Chado. And may Almighty God continue to keep us all strong and well. Yeah, then we have Don White say hello. What is going on? Don White, what is going on here is about African traditional spirituality, the way we Africans we relate to the divine entity, which is called God in some cultures and called all kind of names in different cultures. So the Africans also have a way that they relate to that divine entity. They have a name for it, and they had been doing this long before the Arabs and the Christians came to our continent. So we, as a shrine, an African magic temple, we are reviving our trust, our belief, and our knowledge and wisdom in our ancestral ways of praying to the Almighty. Everybody has a way to call their God. The Chinese have a way they relate to the Almighty. The Japanese have a way they relate to the Almighty. The Arabs have a way they relate to the Almighty. The Indians have the way they relate to their Almighty. And also the African has a way they relate to their Almighty. The Europeans have their way they relate to their Almighty. We are all not the same. We are all different, and our cultures are different. But then, even though our cultures are different, we can learn from one another, and no single culture is more superior to another culture. We were made to believe that our culture, ourselves as human beings, we are below other people, which had been a big scam, and our people had bought into it. But today we are teaching more about ourselves, our culture, how we worship and relate to God. That's what we teach here. So you are welcome to this platform. And then we have Kokoro Baba. Once you are practicing true spirituality, how do you calm your thoughts from negativity and fear? You know, the human mind is so powerful, and it is the one that achieves everything. But the human mind is more like a monkey. And you know, monkeys cannot sit at one place. They jump, they jump, they jump. They are always busy. It's only until they are tired that they sit down for a while. And then I don't know whether you have seen a monkey before, but that's how monkeys are also made. When they are tired or they are concentrating on something, either they are eating food or drinking or whatever, that is when they are focused. So the human mind is like a monkey. It's always jumping from one place to another. So for you to be able to control it, just like a monkey, you need to put something to hold it down. No. You need to put something to hold it down. So when you are practicing a positive spirituality, your mind should be focused on what you are practicing, and also try to understand the things in your practice. You have to understand the things in your practice so that you know what you are practicing. And when other people come to deceive you and tell you that what you are practicing is not good, you will be able to explain to yourself, and you know the reason why you are practicing what you are practicing. Because it is very easy for people to come and deceive you and take your mind away from what you want to achieve. It is the game of the colonizer, and they have influenced a lot of people to make you to think that whatever you are doing for yourself is wrong, unless it is tied up to the European understanding. You are completely out. So what you need in order not to be having negativity and fear is to find a spirit, or get introduced to an entity which can be your guide, and you can put your hope in that entity if the entity has proven itself to you that it is always around you. And then with this, you definitely don't have fear, because all the anxieties and everything, if you have that, there is an unknown friend, unknown entity, unknown energy that is always guiding and leading you in the right direction, you will not have fear. And understanding what you are doing is the main thing. You must understand what you are doing, because our tradition, African tradition, is not based on. You move from this. It's not based on faith, and it is not based on belief. African traditional spirituality is based on practice, experience, experiment, practicality. That is how that is what African traditional spirituality is based upon. So if you are practicing something and you are not seeing results, and there is nothing showing that what you are practicing is going to help you in any way, then you are not practicing anything. You better look for a practical way of seeing things. That is what African traditional spirituality is all about. It's never based on faith and belief, but rather on practicality, experiment, experience. Then you will know. Thank you very much, Koklo, for that beautiful question. And then we have Mens Boa. Mens Boa is saying long time. Hello, Mens Boa. Thank you very much for joining today's section. I hope you are fine. Thank you very much. Then Chado say, which country are you from, sir? Chado, we are in Ghana, West Africa. We are in Accra, Ghana. We are just your neighbors. If you are in Nigeria, we are two countries away from you. Thank you very much. And then Don White is okay, that is good. We like what? I would like to hear something about it. That's what we are teaching. So you just keep your ears open and your eyes open. And if you have any other question, you can also ask again. Then we have let them say, sending us again another rose flower. We are very grateful. Let them say. And then we have one connection record. Say, how do you summon your parents? I don't understand that question, that how do you summon your parents, but maybe if your parents have passed on and you are trying to pray to them, we Africans, or especially Ewe people, we call upon our ancestors, whether they are our parents, our friends, our brothers, or our family members, grandfathers. We call them by their name and we pour libation to them. That is how we connect to our ancestors. Bring it down. Let me see what is there. And then we have a Zikora D sending us one rose flower. Zikora, we are very grateful for your gift. Thank you all very much. And then we have Ishmael Chibisa. Che, I think there's a name ending in there. Chester. Okay, we have Ismail Chibisa. Chester is following the host, and then we have Enoch Soldier following, Apostle Amponsa following, and then one connection record also following. Then one connection record says, what is the name of Almighty? The name of Almighty in my local language is Hum. The name of Almighty in my Ewe language is Hum. Some people try to describe it by calling Mawu. Mawu is a combination of two, it's a conjugation, we call it two words. Emma means that which. Ewu means above all. So in my language, Mawu is another name for the Almighty, but it's a name describing Ehu. And then people have Mau Ga Sobo Lisa, which is another form of the same Mau, but they are describing it that is Sobo Lisa, that which is able to change from one another. It's not static. And then we have also another part of that same Mau, they call Mau Ga Kitikata, which means that which is reviving and creating and destroying. The one that keep the creation moving. All these entities, nobody has ever seen them. They are all in nature. Because nature is what destroys and it's nature that creates. So when we are saying Mau, it's just a qualification or it's an adjective that we are using to describe what that Ehun. Gohun is the breath that you breathe. If it is gone out of you, you are a dead person. And then we have Mau Ga Ese, that which create human beings, each one according to their destiny. So in my language, the name of Almighty is Hu, but people have all kind of appellations and description of that Hu. So that's how it is called in my language. The network kept going and coming back. So when it goes like that, then everything goes. What is going on? We lost all those questions. But everything is fine, right? You have seen them. Okay. So let's go to the question I was answering. Okay, come down, bring it down and let's see. No, when you go up like that, you miss them all. Because the top has some questions that I have not seen. These ones I have seen. Okay, what is the name of Almighty? Okay, so Don, why you say, okay, what is good Okay, we have read that one. Men's we have read. Baba, we have Koklo, we have read. And then Chado, I'm fine. Appreciate, sir. Minute Almighty God continue to keep you. Thank you. Then we have all these ones we have read already. Slowly take it down. Then we have Chinewa. Ismail Chibisa, okay, it's a good evening from South Africa. Thank you very much, Ismail Chibisa. Thank you very much. And then we have Chinewa P. Okoro say, how do we make sure African spirituality won't become like the Western religions in the long run? African spirituality had been here long before Western religion, so there is no way African religion or African spirituality will become religious because it has been here before all the others came. Has it become religious in your own understanding? So don't be afraid of that. Something that the eyebrow and the hair, or the eyebrow and the beard, which one is older? The eyebrow is older, but it does not grow more than what it is. But the beard, which is something that came later, is always growing, and they are cutting it and it's growing. But the eyebrow remains the same. So don't be afraid that African traditional spirituality will become a religious and like Western religion. It has always been here before even those things came, and it is still what it is. So that fear should not be there, and don't worry about it. That is not your problem at all. What your problem should be is that what can I do to continue preserving African traditional spirituality? That's all should be your question. I think there's a question that you missed at the top. Slowly. And then connection record say, what is the name of African? There is nothing called African Almighty. There is nothing like that. Every culture within Africa has a name for their God. And then we have Andro Scotch said, Baba, teach us how to attract good luck. Do good things, you will attract good luck. Follow your ancestors' ways, you will attract good luck. And then we have a GIS FX. He said, good evening, sir. Hello, Giscard, how are you? Thank you very much for joining today's section. I hope you're fine. Thank you for joining. I wish you well, and my regards to your brother and family members. Yeah, let's move. You see, if there's nothing here, go to the top. There are some few questions that we have escaped, or they came later. Okay, come down slowly. Slowly so that we can know. Okay, I've read those ones already. And okay, we are now having a child who says, say, kindly tell us about a spiritual guidance. What we teach here is all about spiritual guidance. You have your own tradition from your own people. The spiritual tradition of Africa may have different languages depending on different ethnic groups. But the bottom line is that they are all the same. We revere our ancestors and we call our God through our ancestors. Yesterday, I had one of my friend, a lecturer in anthropology and history, was teaching that the white man made a cement and put them in the church in the image of white people. When you go there, you pray to them, you touch them, you ask for favor, and you call them saints or gods. But the black man also used same clay or cement and form his God or an image and they told you that the one that your fathers or your ancestors have formed is evil, but the ones that were formed in the form of white man or European, they are gods. How? They call your ancestors evil, but then they call their ancestors saints. Why? Are you thinking? Why should we who are Africans be worshipping white ancestors, believing that they were our ancestors? Their blood doesn't run in our skin, in our bodies. So why do we look at them as our ancestors? But there's a lot of stupid people in the world, and they will easily accept that than to accept their own. And that's what we are teaching here. So Chado, I am just doing exactly that by guiding you in spiritual path. Ask your ancestors, ask your elders, people who are in your communities, about how to revere and respect your ancestors. They will teach you. Thank you very much, Chado. And then we have Shaddai say, so how can I deal with money leaving my hands fast? Do a consultation and find out what is the root cause of that. That's how you deal with it. And then we have a child who say, I mean, everyone has his spirit. Yes, we all have our spirits. Some malams will say, always give out sadaqah because of my spirit. That is what the malam told you, and that's not what I told you. What I am telling you is that try to do a spiritual consultation, proper one, and you will know what to do. You will understand what to do. Yeah. So I'm not telling you to go and do sadaqah. A malam told you that, and you have done it. Have you seen changes? If you have seen changes, then of course he has told you something that is good, and you can continue on that. But what I am telling you, that how you can stop money from leaving your hand or whatever, is for you to do a spiritual consultation to find out what is the root cause of that problem. And then Shaddai is saying, can you help me with that? What do you mean that if I can help you with? I don't know. If you say money leaving your hand, you have to do a consultation to find out what is the root cause of money leaving your hand. Sometimes it is yourself. Maybe you don't know how to spend money, you don't know how to keep money. When you get money, instead of controlling yourself, you overspend. And then when the money finishes, then you are begin to wonder, what did I do with my money? You have to do a spiritual consultation to find out what is the root cause of your challenge. Thank you very much. And then we have Shaddai again. And then Chado is saying, can you consult for me? Yeah, our number is there. You call the number, they will book an appointment, and they will do consultation for you. I don't do consultation on my live programs. I'm sorry. And then Shaddai is saying yes, and then Shaddai says, I'll call you. Okay, we are always there. The number is there, so you can call, and they will pick your number, and they will pick your call, and then you can ask more questions as you want. And then we have I think that's all for TikTok. So let's go to ReVodution, Voodoo, or Africa Magic Temple. Africa Magic Temple on Facebook, YouTube. Okay, on YouTube. So we have a Dodu Abi. Hello, Dodu Abi. It's been a while. Haven't seen you in a while. I hope you are doing well, and you and your loved ones. They say, hello, Papa. Good evening. I hope you are good. My question is, in ATR, are there bad spirits, demons? If yes, how does one differentiate and avoid the bad ones? See, there is nothing called ATR. These are all things that the white man, the European, Africa does not have a religion. So Africa has spirituality. And each community or each ethnic group have got their own way of doing their spirituality. Africa is not a religious place. But if you see a religion in Africa, then it's an outside religion of people, either Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism, and whatever you have. Africa does not have a religion. So the word ATR that people have been using is wrong, because we don't have any particular human being that had come into this world that we are worshiping. In the sense like Muhammad, or that this is the child of God, or this is the only person through this person that we will see our God. No. Africa deals with nature, the environment that they are in, the challenges, and how to overcome those challenges and move forward. And it is not a religion. We revere our ancestors, but we don't worship them. We call upon them and tell them that they should sleep peacefully in death, and they should make sure we who are alive should also have peace with us. We don't worship. So Africa does not worship. If you see people worshiping, then it is a religion. We don't have a religion. That's why we don't have any particular human being that we worship and say, without this person, you will never see God. It is not in our culture. So Africa, the ATR is just a term that people are given to African traditional spirituality. Instead of calling it spirituality, they are calling it, what do you call it? They are calling it a religion or
TLC or whatever. But I saw that, and
please get the Clubhouse on again. I missed it. I don't know where Bokor did it. So, and Dodo Abi said, are there bad spirits and demons? If yes, how does one differentiate and avoid the bad ones? In everything, we have bad and we have good. You know, there is daylight and there is darkness. Are you going to say darkness is evil and daylight is good? No. They complement each other. If there is no darkness, there will be no light. If there is no night, there will be no day. So it is in everything. We have man, we have woman. We have the physical earth, and we have the sky. So you can't say the sky is better than the earth, or the earth is better than the sky. And you can't say men are better than women, or women are better than men. Nature has created it in such a way that they complement each other. They are just opposite of each other. And you cannot call any of them bad or anyone good. However, if you are using the night time to do evil, then you who is using night to do evil will be called a bad person. And if you are a man and you are doing evil to women, then you are an evil man. It is not every man who is evil. And so it is also if you are a woman and you are doing bad thing to men, then you are evil. But then not all women are evil. It is the individual. Like I always said, like a knife, like our videos and our short movies that we have put on YouTube for years now. Knife as an entity is neither good or bad. Because knife can bring life, can protect, can feed people. That same knife can kill, destroy, and bring havoc. You cannot blame the knife for being used to kill or to destroy. The person who held the knife is the one that is supposed to be called an evil or a good man. So in traditional spirituality, we have all spirits. Some may be spirits that are not compatible with certain people or certain areas. So by bringing those spirits that are not compatible with the area where people will be affected, it's not good. So it's not that the spirit is good, because if nature has created everything and everything is complementing each other, even mosquitoes that bite people, sometimes you would think that mosquito is evil because it bites people and people get sickness, and sometimes people die, children die. You can't call mosquito to be evil. You think that the creator that created this universe or created this world is a stupid person to create mosquito. Mosquito has its place. And because of mosquito, some people's life has improved. They become millionaires. Those people are making insecticides and creating all these things. If mosquitoes were not there, do you think they will create insecticides that will drive mosquitoes away? So there is nothing like an evil spirit or a good spirit or a demon. It is up to you how you use the spirit. Because every spirit is both male and female. It's both good and bad. It depends on the way you use it and when you use them. If you use them for bad, then people would term and call that spirit evil. Take, for instance, that I have my phone, and you came, you stole my phone without telling me, or you took it away. And I am looking for my phone, and I go to my spirit and tell them that my phone is missing. Can they go and find my phone for me? And if the spirit is a working spirit and understands my voice command and goes after whoever took my phone and torment the person until the person return my phone, to me, that spirit is a good spirit. But to you who the spirit is tormenting, you will call it evil spirit. So there is no spirit called demon or good spirit. That's my understanding of spirituality. Thank you very much, Dodu Abi, for that beautiful question. It is up to you how you use your entities and spirits and the invisible beings you work with. If you use them for evil, people will call them evil and they will call you evil. Then we have meditate, sleep, relax, obey music. Hello, thank you for joining today's section again. I'm grateful. Then they said, my name is Zano. Hello, Zano. Thanks for the school Bokor question. If I am not planning evil but seeking justice for someone who deserves it, how would Jopata react if I am initiated? I don't use Jopata I don't initiate Jopata into I don't initiate people into Jopata to go and seek revenge. So I will not know how to answer that question. I initiate people into Jopata to protect the people and guide them and lead them in a proper way. So I don't initiate people into Jopata to go and be seeking justice and be attacking people. And if that's the mind that you have, that because you want to get initiated into Jopata so that you can attack people and seek justice, I'm sorry, I will not initiate you. Thank you very much. And then meditate, sleep, relax, obey music. In Ewe Vodu, is there a need for spirit possession, extrasensory tools? Can Bokors use it for divination alongside Afa? Yes, the Eves have had so many forms of divination. We have possession. Voodoo is where possession is. When they talk about spiritual possessions in traditional spirituality, Voodoo is number one. So we have that, and people who have ESP, extrasensory perception. There are so many ways of initiating people to open their eyes and open their ears, clairaudience and clairvoyance. We have all that. Afa is just one tool that our people have adopted from the Yoruba people. And Afa is not all Ewe Vodu practitioners that practice Afa. There are so many people who only know about Afa in name. They have no relationship with them, but they are doing divination and doing this. This, my divination mirror, is not Afa, but it divines. It gives you insight into psychic awareness, ESP, intuition, and whatever. So it is not Afa. There are so many, Eves have so many forms of divination tools. Afa is just one of them. And those of us who are interested in learning Afa and adding to what we are, that's why we have Afa. There are so many other Ewe traditional spiritualists who are not initiated into Afa, and some even don't have the interest in initiating into Afa. So there are so many different forms of divination. Yesterday I had a class here for a special class for students who wanted to learn about divinations with cowries, which we had a very beautiful class yesterday. And we also have other forms of divination, the water divination, mirror divination, chagbe divination, and what again did we say? There are so many possessions and all other things. There are so many different forms of divination in Ewe Vodu. Thank you very much for that. And then we have public relations. Say, good morning, Papa. Hello, Doji. How are you? Good morning to you too. And then public relations say, thank you for all your teachings. Thank you too for coming to join and listen. And then meditate, sleep, relax, and Obi music. Say, fourth question is, if my ancestors are trapped in a witch's covenant to serve them, will they be freed and help me if I pour libation to them? I cannot tell whether your ancestors, how do you know your ancestors were trapped in a witch's covenant? Those things are people who, I know it, I'm not every spiritualist. I have never heard it before that people's ancestors will be trapped in a witch's covenant, but you know where the background from where you are coming from. So I don't know so much about ancestors being trapped in a witch's covenant whereby I can answer such a question. It does not come in my vocabulary where ancestors will be trapped in a witch's covenant. I have no idea about in my spirituality for over 50 plus years. I have not had any idea that someone's ancestors can be trapped in a witch's covenant. I have no idea, so I don't know how to answer that question. But of course, you know what you are talking about, and I cannot dispute and say it is not true. But I personally do not have any idea. And then meditate, sleep, relax, obey music. And say, I heard some uses a disease belonging, nail clippings, lock of hair with herbs and animals to trap their spirit. If I keep pouring libation, can my ancestors still come close and help me? I don't know. Because if people are trapped, how are you going to release them? If they are in a jail, you can, even if you want them to help you, how can they help you? But because I don't have an idea of that kind of people being trapped, that's why I say I don't know how to answer such a question. But if it is happening that people can be trapped by a witch's covenant, then you may have to do a reading to find out if there's a way to release your ancestors from that covenant. That's all that I can say, but I have no idea. Not that it does not exist, but I personally, Christopher, I do not have any idea about such things. Thank you very much. Meditate, sleep, relax, obey music. Thank you for all these beautiful questions. We are all learning. Thank you. And then we have public relations. Papa, what kind of initiation are necessary to protect oneself against witches? There is no initiation that is necessary to protect you against witches. All initiations that you take for protection can protect you against everything. However, if you are in this life that you are interacting with people every day, you will definitely come across different people with different minds, different negative minds towards you, people who will like you, people who may not like you. And people who do not like you, their mental wave thought towards you is what we call witchcraft. So unless you are totally living in an isolation where no one sees you and you don't interact with anybody, then you can be sure that then no one will attack you or be envious of you or jealous of you. But as long as you are a human being and you are interacting with other human beings, people may like you, people may dislike you. And if people dislike you and things don't go on well, we call it witchcraft. So there is no initiation that you will take that witches will never attack you. However, when witches attack you, when you are doing something and you are not finding results, you do a reading to find out what is causing the blockade in your life. And if by doing reading and you identify that it is witches that are blocking you from attaining or getting to where you wanted, then you do the rituals that will appease the witches so that the witches can open the gate for you and you flow again. And that will not mean that once you flow again, you are completely free forever. A time may come, they will come across you again. As long as and so long as you are interacting with other human beings, you can never totally escape from witchcraft. Thank you very much, public relation Doji there. And then Dodi Abi say, everyone is fine. Thanks for the education, Papa. I'm grateful. You are very welcome, Dodu. We are very grateful that you joined. Okay, I think very soon we will be closing today's section because I have a lot of work. If you can hear, the chickens are jumping from one place to another, and I have to go and work. Thank you all very much, and I'm going to read some few questions. I'm going to read some few questions on TikTok. No, go back down. Yeah. Okay. We have a Kale. Say hello, sir. How can I appease Goddess Oshun? Kale, I don't know Goddess Oshun because Goddess Oshun is more to Ifa practices in the Yoruba pantheon. But I don't know so much about Oshun. But I believe very strongly if you do consultation with Babalawos in Nigeria or those people who practice the Orisha and Ifa practices, they should be able to tell you because they are the ones who deal with Oshun. I am dealing with Voodoo, the Ewe Vodu. So Oshun, I don't know what it means in my Ewe pantheon of spirits, but it may have an equivalency, but I don't even know it. I know that Shango is Hebiasu, and I know Ogun is Egu, and I know Oshosi is the Atogbe Ade. But Oshun, I don't know what it is, so I can't say. But if you are able to consult your people, the people who are in the Orisha practices, Isese and all these things, they will be able to tell you what you should do to appease Goddess Oshun. Thank you very much. And the child will say, okay, sir, thank you very much, sir. I love your teaching and you are straightforward. I shall come visit. Thank you very much, child. We are always here. Thank you all for joining. Then we have Rich King says, I send money to many people in Nigeria to work for me for money doubling, but many of them scam me. There is nothing called money doubling. In this world, God has not created this world so that you can sit down without working and get money. It's never possible. If you are chasing those kind of dreams, you will continuously be scammed. Because if somebody can double money for you, why he or she did not double money for himself, his children, his family members? Or are they telling you that everybody in their family is already rich and have enough money and they don't need money? If he can double money for you, he should be able to double money for all his relatives first and be okay with life. Then, if you see such a person and you are sure that it is through his work that his family is okay, then you can trust them. But beside that, no one can double money for anybody. If you want money, you go to people who have money. And who are the people who have money? Bank, microfinance, or maybe a rich man who has money that you can go and borrow. There is nobody who can double money for you. So forget it. Forget that dream. Work hard. Look for deities, entities that can help the work you are doing so that people will patronize your business and you will be fine. No one can double money for you, so forget about those. Then someone will tell you that, oh, this man, he doesn't want to tell you the truth. That's why he's saying so. It does not matter. Me, I am telling you what I know. Take it or leave it. It does not affect me. And then we have a most lead. He said, that's correct. Thank you. I don't know what I said that was, then you said that's correct. And then Uncle Dan TV is a very correct, sir. Thank you very, very much. I don't know what were we saying before that correct is coming, but maybe I have said something. And then Babalawo Ifa Shino said, if you initiate into Ifa, can you learn Afa? Yes, Babalawo Ifa Shino. Afa and Ifa are the same. In the sense that our people, the Ewe people who have the origin of Voodoo, they learn Afa from the Yorubas. They learn Ifa and they call it Afa. And they created through their learning, they created their own stories that relate to this thing. So there is no difference between Afa and Ifa. The only thing that I may say that is a difference is the adulteration of the language. For instance, we have what we call a Jongbe, which is Beneji, and we also call it Bemeji, but we still call it Jongbe. But you know, the real pronunciation of Jongbe in Yoruba is Jogbe. Jogbe. So it's the same thing. It's only that our people adulterated the language over centuries of centuries. The language has been adulterated. They cannot pronounce it properly in Yoruba, so they use their adulterated form of calling it. So there is no difference between Afa and Ifa. But the Ewe Afa uses Afa as a guidance to our voodoo, how to work our voodoo to work for us. So the Afa becomes a tool of divination and a pathfinder. So like the way people do worshiping in Ifa, the Ewes don't so much do worshiping in this, which is the voodoos or the spirits we work with. We use Afa to guide us on what to do so that the voodoo can work proper. Thank you very much. And then Babalawo Ifa Shino said, I want to learn. Of course, we are always here. Thank you. And then Uncle Dan TV says, seeing yourself flying in the dream, what does it mean? I am not very sure, Uncle Dan TV. Flying in your dreams, I'm not sure. But sometimes people say if you are flying in your dream, you are going higher. But I cannot confirm that because I don't know. I'm not here to interpret dreams. Thank you very, very much. No, you haven't jumped any. Then we have a Mickey Black. He said, where are you, Father, please? We are in Accra, Ghana, on the Spinters Road. And Mickey Black's location on the Spinters Road in Accra. If you check our name on the on internet, you'll find where we are. We have a location to we have a Google map to our location. Our shrine is on Google Maps. So when you type in African Magic Temple, you will have all the information, telephone number, location, and wherever we are. Thank you. Our informations on the internet is very clear and loud. Thank you. And then Big Sister Luna Nichols, thank you for your time and teachings, Papa. Have a blessed week, everyone. Thank you very much, Big Sister, and you too have a blessed week. Then King Diamond Strickler said, thank you for being real. Thank you too for being here and listening to my stupidity. That's how I teach. I'm very grateful. Then Uncle Dan TV says, seeing yourself flying. Okay, I'm not sure what it is, so maybe you have to consult the people who are dream interpreters. Is it dream interpreters they call them? Yes, I'm not a dream interpreter. Once in a while, it comes and I say something, but I'm not a dream interpreter. And then we have Optimal's case. I also see myself flying in a dream sometime. Okay, me too. I also fly sometime in my dream. I don't know what it means. Then Don Richie White says, just follow you now, sir. Oh, thank you very much, Don Richie White. You can go into our profile and in our sayings. There's so much to learn. For over 7-8 years we've been doing this. There's so much to learn. So you can learn from the past teachings and then prepare questions when we meet again next time. You can ask questions. Thank you very much, Don Richie White. And then we have WP the Watcher. Say, greetings. Can you explain the difference between Tron and Voodoo? They are all Voodoo, whether it is called Tron or it's called Voodoo or called whatever, Bokor. They are all Voodoo. Voodoo simply means spirit. A Tron is also a spirit. Bokor is also spirit. It's all depending on the Ewe dialect that you speak. Because in Ewe, where I come from, we only have Tron and Bokor. Because the Tron also is a Bokor. The word voodoo is mostly coming from the southern Ewe land and to Togo, Benin, and this. But in where I come from in Evedome, we call it Tron and Bokor. So there is no difference between them. Thank you all very much. Are we all on this? Finish on the other pages so that we are done? Okay, so I thank you all today for being here and being part of this. Okay, we have our Jopopo, Stefan Debi Mensa saying hi, hello, Baba, how are you? Greetings to the house. Thank you very much, and greetings to Akam Rabakam. Thank you very much. I'm grateful that you were able to join today's section. Thank you, and I wish you all very well. Everybody, thank you all very much for being here, being real. Thank you. African Magic Temple is everywhere on the net. You can get us on Facebook, Instagram, and also on Clubhouse, YouTube. We are there, and we speak it as it is. We say it as real as it is. We are not mincing our words or mixing our words. What it is, that's what we say. We don't pretend to be what we are not. What we know is what we will teach. If we don't know it, we will tell you that we do not know it. Thank you all very much. And I'm going to pour libation. And once I pour libation, we'll end today's section. Oh, ago mauga, go mauga, ago mauga, mauga soboli sa kiti kata, mauga se. Mi dakpe lo, me yo akai me dakpe, me yo jokpata, me dakpe, me yo togbe damalie, me dakpe, me yo togbe adando kuno nyaga, togbe ade, me yo mi opete me dakpe, me yo kulogo hoko chichia, me yo togbe glimdo, me yo togbe pochu manyamle, me dakpe na mi opete, me yo gogli bezi o tonu ekpe, nyatepe me yo aklama, me yo togbe ablakpo, me yo Voodoo pete proclam, mi yo bonko omo budamu. Menya yo America ko ya pete me yo vi menya tobe nko hlo so be toche menya vi oben ko pete ko yo no ya yo reka ko pete yo yo ta egbe la peda na mi na me sesen kla gidi. May the world be peaceful for us to live in, and may peace reign, and may opportunities come our way, and may this coming week be a very pleasant and good week to all of you. Thank you all very much. Aboshi afana bonu ahana milo gungungu ayingba manjoflo ahana obobore. Thank you, and thank you very much. Yes, we are done.